Hello. We hope to interest you in an exciting partnership opportunity in the form of a free workshop for people that you support. Rise Like a Phoenix is a creative collaboration and reflection for people moving on from their cancer treatment. As you will appreciate, finishing cancer treatment is a massive milestone. Cancer survivors often look to the future with renewed clarity, purpose and ambition. And the world looks at them with great admiration. It really is a moment to celebrate, but of course, one never really is done with cancer. The medical world avoids giving cancer survivors the all clear, or even in remission status. Even when one assumes to be cancer-free, there always is a fear of the cancer coming back. Cancer survivors may feel relief, gratitude and hope. Yes, but probably an overwhelming cocktail of feelings like uncertainty, grief and frustration. They often say that everything has changed. Cancer changes how we see ourselves and our world, our relationships and our priorities. This, along with being discharged by our cancer doctors, can lead to the terrible isolation called survivor loneliness. And yet, right now, there are hundreds of people in this very place in between finishing their cancer treatment and returning to their new normal. Rise Like a Phoenix invites people who, at this difficult point of transition, to come together, support each other through a series of creative workshops. At these workshops, we will celebrate this important milestone, acknowledge what we have been through and how this has changed us. Look ahead to our new normal, our hopes and dreams for the future. Recognise the challenges we face and prepare to step into the next chapter. In a small group of 4 to 10 people, we will explore who we are beyond cancer. Share our stories, feelings, dreams and challenges, anything that matters to us. And practice expressing ourselves in different ways. The core activities will be visual art based, but we will also explore our creative and therapeutic practices like storytelling, writing, music, movement, mindfulness. Whatever everyone feels comfortable trying. We'll immerse ourselves into a variety of art materials to create stunning feathers for a firebird. Freely playing with shapes, colours and textures not only is therapeutic, it also invites non-verbal expression, which is especially valuable for people who feel stuck or lost. We'll write our personal thoughts and feelings on these feathers, anything we want to tell the world about who we are, our challenges and our dreams. Then we will combine all of our feathers in a collaborative art piece depicting a phoenix, carrying all our messages into the world. We can decide as a group what we do with the phoenix. While we sit and make feathers around a table, there'll be time for people to chat informally about anything that matters to them. Ultimately, we hope participants will experience a sense of moving from this to this, where the burden of thoughts and feelings is lightened in the group through informal sharing. In addition to the collaborative phoenix, each participant will make a unique, wearable keepsake feather to remind them of a personal goal or motivation that stood out for them in our discussions. This charm or pendant may serve as a transitional object as they step into the new chapter. When the going gets tough, they could simply touch it to remind themselves of their goals, strengths and supports. The ultimate legacy of the workshop is the ongoing support that participants may gain through making new friends, possibly forming a peer support group, or, at the very least, through signposting to relevant resources. In recent years, the medical world started to take the therapeutic art and peer support groups more seriously. It is now widely acknowledged that creative group activities help people open up and express themselves in ways that may not be achieved through conventional therapy. Clinical trials have even more proven that therapeutic art is likely to alleviate a cancer patient's physical and emotional pain. This is a draft workshop programme to show what is covered and how it all flows. We remain open to your wishes and those of the participants. We need at least 5 half days to cover all the work discussed. This may be 5 consecutive days, over 5 weeks, an intense residential weekend, or anything that works for you. We suggest extra time budgeted for the groups to share refreshments, lunch even, as we really believe in the power of breaking bread together. Every day will start with feelings-based check-ins and interactive icebreakers before we get into the creative work. We are offering charitable cancer support organisations like yourself a free Rise Like a Phoenix workshop series in return for a student placement in the form of providing the venue, arranging catering, promoting the workshop and onboarding participants, and being on hand for psychological support as needed, general health and safety assurance, and the unfortunate event of a medical emergency. We invite your input in the aims of the workshop, perhaps in line with your fundraising themes. And we would really value your feedback after the workshop. We will take responsibility for facilitating the workshops and provide all the art materials and equipment. We will also ensure these are as safe as possible and conduct risk assessments. We will provide you with professional standard digital materials to market the workshop. You may supply your logo and so forth for incorporation in these. We'll document the workshop as best as we can, while also facilitating the activities. You're welcome to assign a photographer or videographer, so long as they are sensitive to the work, adhere to the participant permissions and restrictions, and everyone has access to the media. As the activities and outcomes will be wonderfully visual and anecdotal, we hope to agree reciprocal media exposure and acknowledgements, for example, through tagging. If the group opts to make a communal Phoenix image, you may join in the discussion about ownership of this. We'll only really know what specific benefits our workshops may realise for you as our partner when we meet you and discover your present aims. But we think it's safe to assume that Rise Like a Phoenix offers you a creative new offering which may even attract a new demographic. Tangible and very Instagrammable outcomes, and a pretty newsworthy event. This may well attract more donations for you, and with the right aim and eye, we may uncover some powerful advocacy data too. As for us, we need a placement for a master's module on social practice. We want to use this opportunity to do meaningful work, and we have a particular desire to work in a cancer support setting, one of us being a cancer survivor. Your feedback will help us reflect, learn, and improve our work. And of course, this project will boost our portfolio as social practice artists. So, who are we? We met on our master's course in Applied Arts and Social Practice. Finding ourselves working together in previous modules, we just got on like a house on fire. Iona is a 22-year-old theatre maker from Aberdeen. With her creative, dynamic and outgoing personality, she has a real talent for reaching, inspiring and mobilising groups of people, usually through improv. Renate is a 45-year-old artist, designer, maker and project manager, originally from South Africa. Groups exploring new ideas or pathways value her keen instinct for multiplicity of meaning and interconnections. She recently was discharged from treatment for stage 3 breast cancer. We both seek to explore the human capacities for change, healing and self-realisation through immersive and multi-sensory, creative and playful experiences. As students at Queen Margaret University, our work is supervised by experienced practitioners. To recap, we hope to partner with your organisation to host a creative workshop, possibly over 5 half-days, for a group of people who are somewhere around the end of their cancer treatment and stepping into their new life beyond cancer. We will facilitate the workshop free of charge in return for a few practical contributions from yourself, including the venue and being on hand should anyone need additional support. Our placement needs to fall within February to March 2024. We can only offer one organisation this free workshop at this time, so we urge you to reach out promptly if this is of interest to you. Thank you very much for your time. We look forward to meeting you and learning more about how we may work together to realise our common aims.